TightEnd. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars
tight end set.
The Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings
Tight
us to the
ends.
Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville.
Tight ends.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's
Single
unlike
back
any
set.
other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
More now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Ain't no man, huh? Get 210 passing yards.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
Nyheim Hines, the ball.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And now it's Hines. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 yards there, first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Hines. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after count.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Taken down and sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ross able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hello?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ross to throw again. And this is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock, 2 straight incompletion.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now Ross on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
The kick is good. Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't. But also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
To throw on second down. Man, and that is incomplete.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On 4th down, man. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. But what?
The quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ross now on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, have runs after contact. We call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Ross gets it to Meredith, complete. And the Jags have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
Complete to number 13. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6.
Jaguars 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball. yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Come to the line ready to start their next drive, and the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a couple hours, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. If you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Ross from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Man. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, that's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be... intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
31-yard line.
From the gun, Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. Man. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To number 82.
From 3 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Wrong. Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ross. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Operating from the gun. Ross. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He was trying to get it to his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Hello?
What's up with bro?
In the house. Hey, I think that what's face is missing a piece.
Throwing again.
I'm about to be there in a couple seconds, bro. I got it done for you. I just got out of fucking Kelly beat the shit out of me last night, bro.
That's crazy. Alright.
Fuck my whole eye and everything up, bro.
Alright. I'll be in.
So it's Jaguars here as we welcome you back.
I'm in the house.
And we'll see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ross from the gun on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you leaned back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he'd just say, well, my kicker's hurt this one. No,
But now out come the Jags. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Yeah, they got me coming in and checking in every week until September, bro. It's fucking blew me like shit. Oh, okay. If it's not in the car, then let me look, cause yeah, it was a little black box.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, yeah, that's what it's missing black box.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had that with it. I'll go check the car.
Yeah, that's all it is.
All right, I'll be back to the 2 bucks.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, black adapter box. I had that.
Yeah, all that shit. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, it's a box about this big. I got it, bro.
Yeah.
No problem, bro.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short
That was a bad jump on the cross, man. God damn, he took over the cross.
They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
that's not what
Tell him I'm tight end though.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Check it out, booyah plays. That was people further than school. They already scored 6 points, but I'm trying to score 2 more.
For pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Colts 49.
Ross looking to throw on second down. Completes this one to Meredith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ah, it's working, mama, it's working.
Throwing on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for James Robinson. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
To throw again. Ross, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Ross now to throw on 3rd down, looking for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, the words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back out of the game. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a game with the Tennessee Titans.
Just store it in the backyard so that we can have it, so that we
Charles
can go where we
Davis
need
and our
to go.
entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Saying
That's
so
crazy.
long, everybody.
Yeah, because after I picked up the rest, I was on my way to Shell. And when I tell you, cars was almost taking out the road, went on my way to Shell. And then I had to go down to where Cherie lives, because I said I'm just going to shoot straight, because I was all full out of gas. And Cherie, where she used to live, her gas station was full. It literally was a line at each home.
I mean,
And then, you know that gas by Family Dollar that normally has nobody near?
yeah.
It had line.
That's because they said it's a gas shortage. Once they be saying that, it's like they say it's Christmas time and then everybody Christmas present.
No, then that's what I told Caress. I said, all they got to do is say gas shortage, everybody act up. I said, that's the one thing about Americans. All they got to do is tell us that we ain't going to have shit for a while, and then we will pile up on shit. But I was saying, in case you want to be on the same side, that way you have gas, but you're not worried about it, don't worry about it.
This is like a chain shortage. I ain't worried about it though. We want 2 of them properties though.
We want them?
Yeah.
So how much we have to pay?
$900.
When we got to pay it?
I ain't sure, but I'm gonna try to pay it when the paychecks come in. It's like 3 lots out like Bryan's Road and Indian Head. 2 lots out Bryan's Road and 1 lot out Indian Head. And 1 lot out Indian Head right beside Dollar Tree. Or a Dollar General, I think it is. It's like literally right beside it, like literally. So I want to see if I can put my food truck right there.
Well, we gotta wait, a year, right?
6 months.
A year, we gotta wait 6 months, sir.
But I'm saying though, we might as well get prepared. So if it do happen, then boom, it's on. You feel me? It ain't no waiting after the 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After 6 months, it's time. It's go time. You pay a lawyer to handle the paperwork. He put in the paperwork, and then that's it. It's over.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I see when I get, well, I told Caress I come sit over there for a second, because these little girls are trying to jump. I'm talking about they want to jump 9, so I just want to sit out there and be some 9 straight or whatever, and I'll be home.
All right.
Alright.
Okay, there it is. See position groups, quarterback, offensive line. Reading is fundamental. Sometimes when you read, you learn a little something. I just read where the points go. Now, boom, boom, there it is. See it? These other ones were all, everybody get it. Gotta find them girls. That's like 11,000 points. For a good game, that's upgrade. Upgrade him. Love upgrading play. Love making the motherfucker better. Always try to make everything better, man. Oh, my secondary is good. Look, it is. Damn, it's better. I got the pieces, though. So I think all the pieces of my team are straight. I don't really need to do any drafting. I need to start drafting them. I should start trading my pieces. Simon played for so long, so I mean, best picks is just oh shit, Ravens. First straight receiver. You serious? He's frustrated. That's just the way just to boost him up and he just said like, look, he ain't, that man ain't motherfucking frustrated. That's just the reason to get him. This is me, That's 3 games. School text, man.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. More now on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going, moved the football.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Man, and that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28.
At the 28-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down now, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Colts football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Score, Colts 8. Ravens nothing.
To throw on 3rd down. Man. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
From the gun. Man. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion. The first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there.
Offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He rifled. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football.
Yeah, that's the one right there. One right there is pretty sweet.
On third down, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Throwing right, and that's complete.
You go like this.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick slant to Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Over the middle here to Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Colts 20.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have come to half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
carrier.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing is Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ravens.
Here's Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Oh my God, dog! I got ran over.
As they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive.
And he fights.
Oh, man.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Colts in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun. Man, and he whips that one incomplete there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points? And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Number 85.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Jackson from the shotgun, and that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try it. Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, and it is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 20. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're set to go as the Ravens are in possession of the football in quarter number 4. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 14.
Jackson will throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
The ball carried by.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Hines he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.
Go Blue. He's from Michigan. That's all right. $32 million capital. Damn, that was wrong. Shit. Had to go close my door. arch nemesis. You know, 84. I haven't seen him go down. What happened? Players went up. Everybody went up.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Harrison
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Powers through him, and he's going to have the first down next to 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On the play. And the Colts first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Man, he'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. When they go play fake, the problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sack.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yard was cause for celebration. Now,
we're going to walk. I got you. Here we go. Right now, okay? You asleep.
Right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Come on, go ahead. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This one real slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That's right. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Still have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aí, Baba, is it raining now? Now you don't like rain, Baba.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Halftime, okay? Got it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
41. A gain of a yard.
To throw on second down. Man in a heavy trouble.
I had a dog food. Said, cut the video off or block the camera. So move on, yeah.